Hi. So I want to start with talking about our humanity. Before I talk about myself or about what this class is going to be like, I want to name what maybe is an elephant in the room, which is that we are in the middle of a pandemic. We are in the middle of what is for each of you, it's your 9/11. It is your defining moment of your generation that you will always remember where you were when lockdown happened. You will be telling stories of how COVID affected you for the rest of your life. This is a human experience, and before you are a student, you are a human going through I may never know what. I don't know what you're carrying into this classroom. I don't know what your life has been like since March. I don't know what levels of anxiety or depression you are experiencing. I don't know what kind of trauma you are going through. But I see my role as educator in your life as a guide on your journey of becoming a better human. And that fundamentally, my job is to offer you as many tools as I can to become a better human. And the box that the tools come in is English language arts. But what you learn here, more importantly than anything that has to do with a skill set, it's how you are as a human being in this new world order, because really that's what we are standing at the brink of, is a potential to reimagine how we want our lives to look, how we want these systems to look that are essentially crumbling underneath our feet. So I think it's an incredible time to be alive. I think it's an incredibly difficult time to be alive. But I think it's an incredibly potent time to be alive, because loss is the great clarifier. And we have all lost. I know you have dreams that you have now had to let go of. You had expectations for these last 5 months that you have had to just watch crumble. You have had probably relationships that have changed drastically, even maybe your relationship with yourself. A lot of the things that we counted on to kind of keep us going aren't there anymore. And this has been like a boot camp for realizing that we have way less control than we thought, and we're guaranteed almost nothing. And we don't even know if we have tomorrow. So then what does that mean for you as a student, for me as an educator, and for what we're doing together? So maybe that's not an elephant in the room. Maybe you have been having these discussions and you've already been like rolling this kind of stuff around in your mind. But what I want to do together this year is to help you with some of the fundamentals of how to navigate your life in this new world order. And a lot of that has to do with coming into voice, with learning and trusting your inner knower. You could also call that like your intuition, your discernment. It's your guide, sort of, the thing inside of you that keeps you grounded and keeps you focused and helps you be able to discern, like, this matters and this doesn't matter. I'm about this and I'm not about this. I resonate with this person and this person doesn't work for me anymore. Like that kind of skill set. So we're gonna be engaging literature and in all kinds of ways, engaging ideas in order to help us come into voice and access and get to know more clearly our inner knower, build resiliency, and build tools inside that toolbox, so that when you leave this course, you have what it takes to be an activist out in the world, to stand for something, and to be able to stand for that with integrity, with clarity, with conviction, and with humility, and compassion, because we are all in this together. We are all humans together trying to learn how to be better humans. So that's where I start. And if we don't start with our humanity, I don't think much of what we learn is going to be effective this year. Because frankly, this is quite an unsettling time. And I'm going to guess that, again, you're coming in here carrying a lot of stuff. And if we don't first acknowledge each other's humanity, then all the things that we could learn are not going to serve us in the long run. It's going to be sort of like bandages on wounds, you know, instead of going deeper and addressing where the wound came from. It's just going to be like slapping information into your mind, and that kind of stuff. It's not worth it. It's a waste of our time. It's a waste of our time when we are in not only a pandemic, but also a racial revolution, also facing down, you know, so many things that have finally come to the surface, and that I think we're ready to address as a culture. So it's my honor to be a guide for you in this time. And I take it pretty seriously, and I don't see it as just I'm here to help you get a good grade in a course. I'm here to help you become a better human.